Yeah, we're here for the reaction. We're here to talk about that performance. Arsenal 0, Brighton 3. Got my pod bro Brenny, which is the only thing that I'm making me smile right now. Is my pod bros here? But wow, wow, Brenny, you're about to say what you want to say off, and I'll just say we'll just go live. Let you just get it off your chest now.
Yeah. I'll tell you, man, I went to the gym today and I felt so good. I felt so pumped up, And then as soon as I saw that City Everton game, as soon as I saw that City win, I thought we got to respond. You know what I mean? We've got to respond.
Yeah,
I didn't see any of that today. It was if mentally the boys had resigned themselves thinking, "Oh, we cannot take this to the last day of the season." You know, I'm absolutely fuming right now. Seriously, not happy with that performance at all. You know,
yeah,
I mean, Brighton, very good side, no doubt about it. Credit them to give them credit when credit is due. But we didn't turn up today. They turned up, we didn't.
yeah,
You know,
100%. It
and
was awful.
yeah, I'm just fuming.
Yeah,
You
don't
know,
blame
I
you.
really am.
Absolutely don't blame you. It obviously I do the watch alongs, so me and Moss were not enjoying that at all. It was painful. There was nothing from us
Wow.
today. Absolutely nothing. Big up to Brighton. I'm not taking anything away from Brighton. Absolutely brilliant performance. But if you're telling me that we're not as good as Brighton, then that scares me.
Yeah,
Because we should be better than
exactly.
Brighton. We pay a heck of a lot more than Brighton do for players, and their players were just up for it. We weren't. And to be honest, what are Brighton actually playing for? Yes, they're playing for Europe. We're playing for a title.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
should be up for it. And you can blame the players as much as you like, but I am going to put a little bit of blame on Arteta today. Continuously playing
Mm.
Saka, continuously leaving him on as well when he's clearly having a bad game. And that concerns
Yeah.
me. But I am going to go into the intro now just to let us calm down a little bit. And then we'll talk about the team. But we're going to go into the intro very quickly now. Right, we're going to go to Tony's comment here because it is significant. End of the day, we have not beaten City this season. We don't deserve to win the league. Been a great season, though, and silver lining today, we did Brighton a favour. They above the mugs up the road. And weirdly, it's like he knew who was going to comment next. Sid from Paxton Road has commented with, I'm guessing that's champagne, is it? Or so I can't even tell what that is. It looks like something that you shouldn't be using, to be fair, but there we go. You put the pressure on City. Well done. Yeah, we did put the pressure on City. And we're the only team that did.
I think those bottles did worth. Yeah, I think the bottles were for and the fact that they could make the Europa Conference League. So congratulations to them.
Well done to Tottenham. Look, I'm not here to banter Tottenham. I'm not here to banter Chelsea. I'm not here to banter any club. That's not what I do. I don't do that. If anyone watches my streams, I don't banter any club. I respect the fans for why they choose their club.
That is very true. That's very true. You don't.
I never do. I've had Chelsea fans coming into my chat saying ha ha ha, and I'm like, the only time I will say something is when Chelsea are doing this bad this season. I am going to say, why are you coming into my chat and bantering Arsenal when you should look at your own club? You drew 2-2 at home to Forest. Yes, we lost 3-0 to a very good Brighton that are challenging for Europe. We weren't there at the races today. We were just absolutely poor from... there is not one player I'm going to praise today. Not a single player. They were all poor. I can't think of anyone. Martinelli coming off after 19 minutes was a shame for me. As everyone knows, Martinelli's my favourite player. So to see him come off was a bit of a shame. I think that might have derailed us a little bit. because I think him against Gross would have been an interesting battle for the whole game. Trossard, we'll get into these ratings later, but honestly, absolutely painful. I do want to ask you, though, about the Saka situation, because it is bothering me now. Why is Arteta, right, fair enough picking him. That's fine. Picking him's fine. But when you get to 60 minutes and you can see Saka is not having a good game, why are we not taking him off? Just like we did with Xhaka today. We took him off because he was having a bad game. But why are we not doing it with Saka?
I've no idea. I mean, I thought he was going to come off for Reece Nelson today.
Yeah.
You know, I saw with Saka. The thing today was that he was at times. I thought he was winning his battles with Estepinian, but then it's the final ball. Normally, that final ball is magic. Season. It just wasn't. And the thing that Saka today was when he got back a few times and he was covering Ben White with some important challenges. But going forward today, it was that final ball. And if he had not started the game today, I wouldn't have complained, because I think he could have given us some energy off the bench.
Yeah.
But I don't think we expected. We knew it was going to be a tough game, but I don't think we expected Brighton to do what they did today.
No.
But
I predicted a draw. If
I don't get it. Marquinhos was. Yeah.
But
okay. I thought I said I thought it would have been today as well. And as well. The fact that he's been on loan, I thought maybe he was going to be the one, but I look at Marquinhos now and I'm thinking, to be honest, next season I see a Mario Dubry ahead of Marquinhos to challenge Saka on that right hand side.
Yeah, I see the same. To be honest,
you know what I mean? Because Champions League next season, forefront, like for like, we need next season like for like in every position.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I know everyone has their favourites. I have my favourite, but if someone's challenging for Martinelli and Martinelli doesn't play for 10 games because someone else is better than him, fine. I have no issues with that. I never had an issue back in the day of Jon Jensen and Stefan Schwarz. Yes, I'll have my favourites, but I want Arsenal to win.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like...
and that's the thing. It's like Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey is my favourite. Same thing.
Yeah.
So I get it, Bobby.
Big up to Marcel. I know you're driving because you're going to your Mother's Day celebration. So big up to all the mothers in North America celebrating Mother's Day today. Marquinhos. Marquinhos still... Marquinhos is still awesome. Another loan. Let's see what he does under 21's World Cup too. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how he does at the World Cup as well. But I think Koji Dubry is probably just a little bit ahead of Marquinhos now. Big up to Raidino. Can't believe the fans weren't booing that. I'm with you, to be honest, because that was shocking. That was really, really poor performance from us. I don't know why they weren't. Do you understand why we weren't booing it? Because I would be.
Me too. Because I think for some, you've got a lot of Arsenal fans that are hardcore Arteta fans, right? There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But he basically, I changed my stance on Mikel Arteta because I done him in 3 years ago. But you can boo the manager, you can boo the players. It doesn't mean you dislike them. You're just not happy with today, in which we lost.
Yeah, exactly.
You can still, George Graham back in the day. I love George Graham. I love George, but then we lost some bad games under his tutelage, and I criticised him. I was going crazy, Or I would say Ian Wright was one of my favorite, my favorite players all time. He played poorly. Or I could say Paul Merson had a bad game. Or I could say our back line didn't have a bad game. Dixon, why did you play him? Why did you play him on site? You know what I mean? You can criticise them.
Yeah,
you can.
100%.
It doesn't mean you dislike them.
Exactly. It frustrates me because big up to Gums. I know you're busy on doing stuff, but he's like calling out people on having a different view. But today, the whole team were poor. The whole team. I don't understand it. And if the whole team is poor, then you have to look at Arteta as well, because Arteta is the manager. He manages these players. So if those players aren't up for it, don't pick them. If you see on that Friday or the Saturday that the players aren't up for it, don't pick them. Put your youth in. I'd rather see passion on that. Right. I'd rather see passion on that field and lose 3-0. Do you know what I mean? That's how I look at it. There was no passion in there. Jesus, my word, Jesus was absolutely 100%. Awful today. But we are going to get into the starting lineup. Everyone pretty much went for this one as well. Was this your team, Brenny? I can't remember which team you went for this week. Is this the lineup you went for?
I think my one had Trossard in it.
Let's see if I can look. You had Trossard. You rested Saka. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you went for the team that I would have preferred myself. We need to rest Saka. To be honest, I know it sounds horrible. I don't want to see him for the rest of the season. I'll be honest. I don't. Give him some extra weeks off.
Yeah, time's gone.
Let him rest over. Now.
So I agree.
Give him 2 weeks off. Give him some time off. It's not that I dislike the kid. I don't. I love him to bits. But he needs time off now. Give him an extra 2 weeks off.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. He's had a very long season. Had a World Cup.
And then I'm sure he'll get selected in the summer.
Yeah. But okay, let's go back to pre-game. We saw this team. I was happy. Were you happy?
I was because I thought it was good enough to win today, and also I thought
it's the internet
take advantage of the wounded animal that we thought would have been Brighton after the Everton game.
It's my internet's playing up now. We're still here. It's all good. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's all good now. I guess which one I'm with. You can tell I'm with Sky.
Virgin Media.
But it's just a nightmare. Right, we're gonna go into the ratings of the starting 11, and I think I'm gonna be fair to Martinelli and take him out of the equation. It's not fair to rate someone that got injured in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I would.
So we're going to start with Ramsdale.
Yeah.
I'm going to just do your ratings because you don't want to know mine because I'm still angry. So Ramsdale, what are you going to give him?
Well, I would say, for me, I'm just thinking back to the goals that we conceded. It was, I don't know how he popped that, the one he palmed off to Estepino. That's like, oh my God, what are you doing? Me, I don't know. It'd have to be like a 5. It wasn't as if Brighton bombarded us, but you know what I mean? And he made outstanding saves.
Yeah.
I mean, there was 1 or 2 saves he made, but it was like, no, it was just, 5 today.
5.
Wasn't
fair enough.
Yeah. Just grounded.
We'll go to Benjamin.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
this
what,
is why I'm not doing
it. It'd have to be a 4 for me.
Yeah.
You know what? He's been brilliant throughout the season, but he had an absolute mess. Mitoma was just on another level. You know, he really was, and I didn't think he would struggle against Mitoma today. But yeah, 4 for me today.
Yeah. We're gonna go to the other side. We're gonna go to Tierney.
Tierney showed a bit more.
Yeah.
He looked lively in the first half, and then, wow. I'd say 5. There's not going to be outstanding scores today. I'm sorry.
No, I'm totally with you, mate. Because, like I said, not a single player on that pitch deserves a good score. Everyone was poor. We're going to go to Kivior.
Five as well.
Yeah. Now, whilst we talk about Kivior, do you feel that the first goal was mainly his fault?
Well, the manner in which he went down.
Yeah.
Because he went down, didn't he? He was grabbing his.
He was injured. Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think they just went asleep, didn't they? Really, when the ball came back in. Well, yeah, it wasn't just Kira. Who else was it? It's like, because it went over Tierney's head.
Yeah.
Kira was on the ground.
Yeah.
It was just appalling. Yeah. So Kira, I don't know what that was about. I really don't.
Yeah.
It wasn't fouled.
No, it was like a 2 foot on the back of his heel. It would have hurt. It would have hurt him, but I don't think it was a foul. But we'll go on to Gabriel. We'll go to Gabriel, mate.
Gabriel. He was better than Kirill today, I felt. But Gabriel, for me, I would say 6.
No, that's fair enough.
I'd give him a 6 today. They weren't at his best. None of them were at their best, but there were things that I was still happy with.
Yeah,
but not that happy with. So you know what I mean? It was just
Okay, well, let's go to Jorginho.
After 2 brilliant performances, he was another one today. It's like whenever there was a couple of times where he had the ball, and I thought, okay, just get it forward, and he just held on to it for longer than he should, and he was just getting tactical fouls, and it's like, no, what are you doing? Just keep it going. Keep it going. 5 today.
5 full. Xhaka. We're going to go to Xhaka.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, I know.
Granit Xhaka today, he had a mare, I thought, today. He had a mare. For me, he gets a 4 today.
Fair enough.
He wasn't his usual self.
Yeah. We'll go to Odegaard then.
Odegaard. Odegaard gets a 6 for me.
Okay.
But I would never have, in the first half,
Yeah, it was a poor performance by every player today. So yeah, Odegaard 6, I agree. Saka, and be as honest as you want about Saka. I'm not going to protect the star boy just because it's Saka.
I'm giving him a 6, and the reason being is because when he was still driving forward, he was at times getting the better of Estevinian, but it was that final ball.
Yep.
Oh, it was that final ball today. Just like I said earlier, it's when he puts those final balls in, they're quite effective. But they weren't today. He did the hard part, and then yeah, so 6 today.
Fair enough. Jesus.
He gets a 4 today, and I've been a big Jesus fan all season. He was awful today. Worst game I'd seen him play for us.
Yeah,
pointless.
Absolutely
there was a couple of there was he when he went on that run, I thought, okay, what are you going to do now? And it's like, so yeah, I'll 4.
Fair enough. Right, let's go into the subs. So Trossard came on for Martinelli on the 19th minute. So Trossard is entitled to a rating. Be as gentle as you like. It's up to you.
5. Yeah, he hit the bar today. I thought he wanted to do. I mean, he's been brilliant since he's been with us. But I thought it's like today he was up against his old club. And I thought at times he was trying too hard.
Yeah.
At times when he was losing possession, I thought that's not the Trossard we know. There was one in the we won the ball from a Brighton error, second half.
Yeah.
And when he got possession, I thought all you had to do is please square it to Jesus, and he didn't. And it was like, what are you doing? Our decision making today was really poor. Weren't just on him.
No,
but
everyone. Yeah,
5 today.
Everyone today. No, totally agree. Right, we're going to Thomas Partey. Came on for Jorginho.
Just get standard 5 for me. He didn't lift the side when he came on.
No, yeah, I'm gonna have a good talk about him at the end of the season.
Yeah,
Nelson came on for Xhaka.
Started brightly.
Yeah, he did
when he came on.
Yeah,
but he started brightly. I thought he was there was a spark in him. He had an effort he was unlucky with as well.
Yeah,
and he for me he gave it his all. I'm giving him a 6 because he worked for those 38 minutes he was on.
Yeah, he did. We'll go on to Eddie, who came on for Jesus on the 77th minute, so he's just about got enough time to get a rating. Yeah, I to be honest, not much that I saw of him, to be honest, but it's your scoring, so what are you going to give Eddie?
Eddie, I'll give him I'm just going to give him a standard 5. I'm not going to knock Eddie today. No way.
Yeah.
He's always it's like he's always given 75, 76, 77 minutes. He's never given enough. I mean, the way Jesus was performing, Eddie should have come on earlier, to be honest.
Yes, exactly. And what I would have done actually is actually put Jesus on the right and brought Eddie down the middle, like we've been talking about before, because at least it will give Jesus something different. Maybe he was struggling in the centre. Maybe just push him out wide, but especially against Estupiñán because he was on a yellow. That could have gave him a bit of an issue. But oh well, never mind. Exactly. Final sub was Smith Rowe came on for Odegaard.
20 minutes. Well, that was that for me, that was a shocking decision. I got nothing against Emile Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
But if you're going to bring on Emile Smith Rowe, do not take off Martin Odegaard, whatever you do.
Correct.
Because Odegaard can still, regardless of how poorly we're playing, Odegaard can still give you something in the final 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That was a really poor decision. So just a standard 5 for Emile Smith Rowe.
Okay, well, I don't have a slide for Arteta. So Arteta's rating today. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel.
Me. I would say he chose a side strong enough to win the game.
Yes, he did.
But he gets a 3 for me today. I mean, we know roughly what goes on in the dressing rooms, from watching, the All or Nothing documentary. But he must have said something, or I mean, it's just we're struggling with the mental side of it. There's nothing wrong with the squad we got, I feel personally, but mentally, you know what I mean? And it's just that the substitutions were, he should have taken Saka off.
Yeah.
For Reece Nelson. I would have kept Odegaard on, take off Jesus, that substitution, I thought that is it. We're not even going to get a point out of this game.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Odegaard off, Lacra and Jorginho, they were the right decisions. But it was poor. He was poor. They were all poor today.
They were. Like I said, this was going to be a bad ratings for everyone.
Today. Today remind me of 2001, where we had to beat Middlesbrough at home to stand any chance of winning the league, and we blew that.
Yeah,
3-0. Funny enough.
Yeah. But big up to Arsenal forever. Arsenal Polyfair always cracks. It does, unfortunately, sometimes. At the bookstore, big up to Moss. Ramsdale gets a 6, White a 5, Kivior a 6, Gabriel a 6. Moss is always slightly more positive, but I'm going to stick with Brenny's, to be fair. Big up to Bargav. I am angry messages coming in about the bottle job. Just fed up with it. Katie gets a 6. Georgie gets a 6. Thomas Partey gets a 5. Trossard gets a 5. Unsurprisingly, Odegaard gets a 7. And now he's trying to annoy me with 5.5, so I'm not even going to carry on with that. Pick up the panel. Stand up Kivior, who cares if Booth comes off this new generation? Yeah, that's a tough one. Evening Citizen K, Evening Chaps. Well, that was a complete opposite contrast. I know last week's games for both clubs are win against Newcastle and Brighton's lost. This is the Premier League, though. This is why I do my previews the way I do them. I get us prepared for a possible sucky show. But yeah, 5s across the board for Citizen K. Nobody deserves more than 5 in his opinion. Yeah, Citizen K. Yeah, we're having internet issues today. It's just absolute nightmare. Matoma, yeah, that was the worst I've seen Ben White play as right back. But to be fair, Matoma is very good. He was one of my 5 to watch. And they all perform really well today, which I might have to stop doing that because they keep to performing against us. But there we go.
I'll tell you, but Brighton, though, they deserve European football. Brighton.
Yeah, they're going to be dangerous.
They deserve European football.
Yeah.
100%.
They play like that they are going to challenge. Simple as that. Because they are under the Zerbi, as long as they can keep the Zerbi, they're going to be a force. Because they've got such a good scouting network. They're going to bring in loads of money. They'll spend that money. So yeah, it's a nightmare. But guys, that is the end of the stream. Brenny, thank you for coming on. Where can people find you?
find me here on the Armoury TV and on Twitter and Instagram. You can find me on there as well.
Brilliant stuff. I will be back one day early in the week with Arsenal news. I don't know what day I've picked yet. Thursday, I will be back with a Forest fan to do the Nottingham Forest preview. Friday, we'll be back to do the Forest preview with the Armoury guys. Then next Saturday, I'll be back to do the Arsenal Forest watch along, which I'm not looking forward to. I have to be honest, I'm not looking forward to that after this. But guys, absolute nightmare. But we're here. We're not hiding like certain fans do.
We don't hide.
We don't do hiding. We will stream if we can. If we can't stream, it's because we can't, like physically can't. But we're here. We're taking it. We're still smiling because we're Arsenal. You know, we're humble. We're humble fans. But guys, take care. See you later.